the primary school that I went, it was like 10 kilometers away from home, so I had to work on food, and I couldn't go like during lunchtime to back home so that I can take lunch, so I had to stay at school, and I had to go like at 5 p.m. And so that routine work, that routine challenges, it wasn't like so good to me to focus on my study, and it was a problem for me to focus so much on my studies. So in 1994, after the genocide that killed 1 million people in our country, we moved back in the homeland, and that time I was so lucky. I got enrolled in a boarding school in secondary school. So that time I said, let me focus on my study, and I got a good grades after the secondary school. So I said, because I had a dream to be a medical doctor, I said, let me focus on my dream for medical doctor. So I had to look for something superior, to be more important for my family and plan for a better future. So I was so much attached to going to medical school because of the miserable life I passed through. My experiences were marked by time of hardship brought by infectious disease that killed many of my age mates. So when I was applying for medical school, I was rejected 3 times. And the 3rd time they gave me pharmacy, because back home, like the first year pharmacy and medicine, we go in the same class. And I kept pushing. So, and I was so lucky I got enrolled in a medical school. Then, because being a medical doctor was a dream from my childhood. So, because where I grew up, we were not used to see medical doctors, and I promised to myself that one day I will be a medical doctor, and that dream soon will come true. So from there, I learned that everything in life, when you have like optimism, everything in life is possible with dedication and hard work as a young person. So someone said, how can the human mind be responsible for everything we do and shape everything we are? So this is a question that I've been fascinated for a long time. After much investigation and very pursuit, I found sense of purpose and tranquility in medicine. You know that in medicine we treat people and we help people who need help. So it feels good. So in 2016, a friend of mine called Becky, I think so many people here, they know him. He is also a founder and co-founder of GlobeMed at our university. He experienced a highly competitive selection process to be the first non-US chapter, and successfully GlobeMed that time was accepted as a student organization under our University of Rwanda. So in 2017, 2 years ago, I was so lucky to be selected among the 30 members of GlobeMed. I had that enthusiasm that's like, I'm going to change the whole world like in a second. And I couldn't wait to participate in the first meeting to know that US-based NGO does. And at the first meeting, he presented to us like the globe, to know the whole picture of GlobeMed at international level, the things that you do here in the US, and to know our mission at local level. So as I continued to attend the GHUs, that's my favorite part in GlobeMed. So it changes the whole course of my life, because before starting medical school, I knew that I'm going to be a surgeon cutting, and but now because of that sense of public health and social equity, I'm considering much more public health, because you touch to so many people you don't only focus on someone, you focus on the entire like community, even a country, why not the whole world. So one day in GHU we were discussing about those topics about global health and social justice. That day I understand that growing up in a country with remarkable prevalence of death related to curable and preventable disease is not a joke. But the magnitude of this program can be reduced by sustainable primary health care supported by hands of everyone who believes in health equity. So through GlobeMed discussion, I discovered that medicine is not only being in hospital, rather it's being involved in building health strong system in order to achieve the universal health coverage. I truly know that being down financially or down in society shouldn't decide how you enjoy your life. In this world where there is inequity in every field of life, I realized that all life has equal values. There are two versions of the future. One is full of promise, another one is a broken promise. So as Nelson Mandela said, everything is impossible until it is done. And without a goal, nothing is ever possible. So it's up to us, people, as we are gathered here, people who have been trained in GlobeMed, to work with, closely with our community, to work with our policymaker, to change anything in our community that you see is wrong, because so many people in our community are not skilled enough to know the gap, to know what they need. So it's up to us to do the simplest thing, to attach to change to change the life of someone. For us, the simplest thing that you can do is even buying an insurance for someone who is poor, or designing a new public health promotion program. As GlobeMed members, I strongly believe that awareness and advocacy remain to us the seatbelt to overcome a public health disaster towards building a strong health system, which is accessible by everyone regardless of their social category, race, religion, ethnicity, or gender orientation. Through GlobeMed, I've learned that being optimistic is the key to overcome every situation. So I decided to adopt those best practices of advocacy and the other tools that I learned through GlobeMed to be optimally used in my future career. Thank you.